her down with both hands.
That was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
Here's Lowry. Hansbrough, a screen on Rose. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And DeRozan last season cracking 30% from long range for the first time in his young, promising career. That outside shot has been the missing part of his offensive game because we know he can get to the rack.
And he gets it to go. And Chicago shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Out to the right wing. Here's buckets. The kick out to Rose. Takes the three. And the Bulls another three. Talk about DeRozan attacking inside, Steve, last season among the top 5 in free throws made.
Yeah, 6'7", he's strong, he's athletic. You know, he has the ability to finish in the lane, and I just like the way he's improved as a passer as well, getting his teammates involved.
Lowry kicks to Ross. Offline with his three. Dishes it to Rose. Passes it to Buckets. Three-pointer. Cannot hit. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. DeRozan against Butler. And DeRozan. Here we go. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Now here's Rose. He's got 15, and there's the pass to Buckets. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The shot by Butler, nobody around. From beyond the arc, and then some. Butler's got 14 points. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. It's rebounded by Noah.
The Chicago Bulls consistently one of the best defensive teams in basketball. Coach Tom Thibodeau is an innovator on that side of the floor and great motivator as well. He's done an amazing job.
And the Raptors with the ball. They set the screen. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Gasol against Hansbrough. It's DeRozan with the drive. Ross dishes to Lowry. Second chance shot. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Butler passes to Rose. It's stolen by Hansbrough. Now here's DeRozan. He's tightly guarded. Here's Ross. That's good. Ross has got 4 points this quarter. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Buckets. Back to Rose. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And here's Lowry. Following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. And that one's good. 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Here's Buckets. Another three for Chicago.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. DeRozan with a screen for Lowry. A minute 42 left to play in the third. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
And it's Butler missing.
Jonas Valanciunas bulked up going into last season and tore up the NBA Summer League. Big things expected, but he sort of plateaued a bit in year 2, but I still think the future's bright for him.
Now here's DeRozan. 10 points for him.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Here's buckets. And the wide open shot from Rose. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rose has got 21.
And for Valanciunas last season, a drop in field goal and free throw percentage. But while his rebounding improved, he's still learning NBA defense, struggling at times against pick and rolls in various matchups.
Now here's Ross. 6 points for him. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Butler. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Toronto shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Valanciunas wears his heart on his sleeve. You can see how much he wants to be great.
Yeah, he's hungry. He plays with a hunger that you love to see. I mean, oftentimes he can get down on himself. It's tough to be patient, but he's only 22. I think we've got to give him a little more time. I think he's going to do really good, Kevin, in the years ahead. One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here. And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bulls out front, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. So for Toronto right now, we've got Johnson. Johnson is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Williams. And it's Vasquez in at the 2. Now here is Mirotic. Brooks from outside. And he gets it to go. Brooks has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. Toronto with the ball. Vasquez kicks to Williams.
Well, starting last season, the NBA added a 3D camera system in every arena to track movements on the court. And some of the shots that those cameras get are remarkable. They can measure just about anything you can think of, and it's opening up a lot of different ways of measuring and dissecting the game. Another example of the overreaching arch of analytics.
Here's Williams. After the basket by Nikola Mirotic. Williams, that's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now here's Brooks. Got a piece of it. Mirotic with it. Kicks it to Heinrich. 4 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Williams dishes to Vasquez. Johnson in the corner. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. 8 points for Johnson. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's the dish to Mirotic. He feeds it to Heinrich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now here's Williams. Puts it up from 12. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Buckets. He's checked in for Chicago. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Heinrich outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. You'd think they'd have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Feeds it to Patterson. Shot off the screen. Again, Toronto. And you look at the players around the league who have dealt with serious injuries over their careers, and then, Steve, been able to return. Such a great boost to the league.
Yeah, no doubt, especially injuries that would be career-ending. Now players can often return to near 100%. You never want to go under the knife, but if it's that or hang them up for good, the choice is easy.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Buckets. He's guarded by Williams. Good on the shot. And that's now 30 points for Buckets.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
And it's Buckets with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Now, toughness, such a key part of playing in the NBA. A lot of times people associate that word with physical toughness, but sometimes it's just mental toughness as well. Trying to play through injuries, just focusing through adversity, overcoming a shooting slump, being able to play under pressure. That's all part of being a tough player. Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
The Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. 4 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. We talk about toughness, physical toughness, mental toughness, really the cornerstone of being, Clark, respected in this league.
And I think sometimes guys get mixed up about toughness. It's making tough plays at tough times. It's not always necessarily how physical you can be. I like what Steve said, the ability to block out distraction and execute in the biggest moments, that's toughness.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Buckets. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Williams against Brooks. And Williams, here we go. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Heinrich outside. Fires it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Vasquez. The three-pointer, no good. That one goes. Count it.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. Passes to Buckets. Corner shot, and the jumper is on the mark. Buckets got 32 points in the game.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for them.
Fires for 3, and the basket good.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Buckets.